Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Anna, and today we're going to be doing a little rapid fire review, product update, going through all the things I've been playing with in the background, testing, trying, did first impressions, maybe a few videos, have an opinion that I need to reestablish, or my thoughts changed, that kind of thing. Rapid fire review. Let's dive in. Alright, so I've got like a whole pile of drugstore products in front of me to talk about. We've got e.l.f, we've got Profusion, we've got Maybelline, we got Loreal, and CoLab to talk about today. So let's get to it. I'm going to start with CoLab. This is the super size of their dry shampoo in the original fragrance. Amazing oil absorption, no white cast, or no white residue rather. Vitamin E for scalp care. Good value here with it being like a huge thing of it. What I would say is this is a rather mediocre dry shampoo. It's good for if you need a dry shampoo that morning and need something that's not going to leave a white cast in your hair. It is good for those days when your hair is not super dirty. You just maybe want using it more so for like the volume of it and maybe just a little freshness. But this isn't going to be a hardcore heavy duty dry shampoo. This is not the Dove dry shampoo or Living Proof. This is a nice kind of hair's not really dirty, I just want a little oomph to it or something. That kind of dry shampoo. It's fine. Would I repurchase it? Nah, I don't think so. Once I use this up, I think that's going to be it. I didn't feel like I got enough of anything out of it. It's just fine. But I do like that it comes in a jumbo size like this. That's pretty cool. If they had maybe one that was geared towards more volume or something, maybe a little more oomph to it, or like an extra strength, I might be into that. But this one was just kind of meh, whatever. It was fine. And everything else we got to talk about is makeup. Yay! Whew, where do we want to start? Let's talk about Maybelline. Let's go by brand. Maybelline, I've got two things from Maybelline to talk about. First is the Maybelline Brow Fluff. This is a pretty decent little brow gel, brow mousse hybrid type of thing. Very cute packaging. Very buttermilk bronzer-esque packaging. Very satisfying. Very cute. Gives some nice volume. A little bit of hold to the brow. I think it's a pretty decent brow gel. Nice shade range. I am in the shade medium brown, which is fairly dark in the brow. Now, what I recommend you do is make sure you, of course, wipe off the excess product. But this is a really, really nice brow gel otherwise. Or brow fluff, brow mousse, whatever you want to call this. Yeah, brow mousse is what it's marketing it as. It's not crumbly. It doesn't make a mess. It would just say, you know, make sure you don't have a ton of product on the spoolie itself. It's gonna look great. That is the only main thing. Just make sure you really clean that spoolie off. A lot of product does come off on it. But that is my advice with any brow mousse. That has been my experience with all the brow mousses, is that they tend to always be overloaded on the spoolie. But this is a really good option at the drugstore. Very comparable to the, was it Gimme Brow from Benefit? Very comparable to it. It has actually taken the place of the e.l.f. Wow Brow for me. It's just a little bit more volumizing, a little bit more oomph to it. It just does a little bit more. It's a pretty dang good brow mousse. And yeah, also offers that nice hold, but doesn't feel crunchy and crispy or anything like that. It's quite nice. Quite nice. The Maybelline Superstay 30 Hour Lumi Matte Foundation. I have this in the shade, let's see here, 112. I like the packaging again. We got that similar type of packaging going. It's very youthful, very young, very fun, very, it's a design style, but I'm blanking on the design style. It's kind of almost postmodern feel to it with this look and feel to it. It's kind of a little bit 80s, but something new. Anyways, I'm digging Maybelline's new thing with this curved, plasticky stuff. I feel like Huda is kind of trying to go into that direction as well with her packaging. It's very satisfying and just pleasant to touch. I like the way things are written around it and the bottle. Really, there's something very chic about it, very cool in a fun, whimsical way. It makes me think, yeah, kind of that postmodern, maybe a little bit maximalist style. Oh, it's right there. Anyway, this foundation I found to be a bit of a tricky one. I did not get anywhere near 30 hours wear of it. I do have combo leaning oily skin, which something that says it's 30-hour wear shouldn't really matter if it's a long wear product and it is a Lumi matte product. It sounds like it should be perfect for my skin type. But I found myself looking pretty dang oily and melty not that far in. Like, I don't know. I didn't think it held up that well on my skin type. I think somebody with maybe more combo leaning drier skin type might enjoy this, or maybe mature skin would like it a little better. I do like the finish. The finish is beautiful. Like, when you first apply this, this is one of the most beautiful foundations. It just doesn't have the wear time that's promised, in my opinion. It didn't... I have foundations that don't claim to be long wearing that wear longer. But it looks pretty on the skin initially, but it just got oily so quickly and got a little too loomy and lost the matte side of things that I need to balance it out. If I wear this with a very good setting powder, like something like my Wet n Wild, this guy, if I put these together, Dream Team, like this will wear so long because this is doing all the heavy lifting. This is amazing powder. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. That one, or like the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder, like a really hardcore setting powder, this won't budge. But to just do a light kind of normal set and not focus on making sure it sets perfectly, like perfectly, I didn't feel like it did great on me. I don't know. Didn't love that. For days when I'm not wearing it super long time, for like, say I'm wearing it just to go to church and I'm going to be home before noon and it's not a crazy hot day, it's fine. It's fine for those days. But on days when I need it to look good and need my makeup to look good for like upwards of 5 hours, this is not what I'm grabbing. This is not what I'm grabbing. The fact that it's marketed to be so long wear, I find that to be very disappointing. Because man, if this looked like it does initially all day long, it would be top tier Holy Grail. It would. But sadly, it just doesn't. Just doesn't. Let's jump over to L'Oreal. I have a new lip formula from them to talk about. This is their take on like the Superstay, this little guy. The Vinyl Inks from Maybelline. This is their take on that. That you need to shake them up real well. They're going to wear a crazy long time and have a little bit of a glossy sheen to them. What's their brand? Urban Decay has something like this as well. L'Oreal finally came out with their options. The shades are very refined, very pretty. The formulation is really nice. It is comparable to the Maybelline. The only reason I would say to go with the L'Oreal over Maybelline ever would be just based solely on like a shade, because the Maybelline does come in a little bit cheaper, I believe, unless you're going to get like a deal, like, you know, like Walgreens and CVS has like a buy one get one type of deal. That'd be the only time I would pick this over the Maybelline, because the formulation is pretty on par. It just comes down to like the shades. Is there shades in the L'Oreal that you like better than the Maybelline? That's going to be I think the biggest defining difference there. Now I have this in Worth It and Worth It Medium. These are beautiful shades. They're very classic, easy colors to wear. They kind of go with like almost anything. They're very Pillow Talk-esque. I have a whole video talking about the Worth It color story from L'Oreal. If you're interested, I'll link that over here. My cat is playing with a bottle cap or something. But the other main difference, though, of course, aside from packaging, is the doe foot does look different. I prefer the doe foot on the L'Oreal one. It's just nice looking, and you can get a really nice crisp line with that. Whereas Maybelline, it's just more that kind of doe foot. But both formulations are really nice. I think the fragrances are different. The fragrance flavor situation, like got a little bit more vanilla vibe over here. No, actually they're both kind of vanilla. Yeah, they're probably made in the same factory, honestly. So it's just going to come down to your shade choices, why you would pick L'Oreal over Maybelline, because I think Maybelline does come in at a better price point. This Milani eyeshadow palette, this is the Gilded Mini. I have got Whiskey Business, which is such a... How many things are called that in makeup? I think we could Google that and have a whole face of things that just refer to whiskey and whiskey business. And you probably get eyes and lips and cheeks pretty easily with that. But anyways, this is a really, really good basic palette from the drugstore. Comes in under $10, I do believe. All mattes, very blendable, very easy to use. You can create a really, really beautiful toasty look for year-round, kind of a staple color story. Very versatile. And it's really nice because you can have all these mattes and go with like a shimmer from a different palette or something to spice things up, or like a eyeshadow crayon that's a shimmer, and that could be like your star of the show. This is a good basic go-to eyeshadow palette when you just need some nice matte browns that are of exceptional quality for the drugstore. These are great. They have pigmentation. They're easy to blend, easy to work with. Very nice. I wouldn't mind picking up some more color stories in this little Gilded Mini, guys, because they're pretty. They're pretty and they have great quality. Okay, let's jump over to e.l.f. Speaking of eyeshadow, they have got this little beauty. This is their Tin Pan palette and Keep It Ethereal. Again, lovely quality, very similar vibe to I Need a Nude from Natasha Denona, or the Ethereal palette from Makeup by Mario. I think that's more who they were kind of duping a little bit there. I did get hard pan on one of these, but it's not really that bad. I could just scratch it off and be fine. The pigmentation is really nice. It's very soft. This is a beautiful, like, soft ethereal palette. You're going to get that nice kind of wet nude look on the lids. Very chic, very kind of classy, angelic vibes here. Really pretty. I like that it has these peachy tones for the transition area. And then you have these gorgeous shimmers in here, and you have different tones. You could go with something very cool tone, something a little bit more golden. And then you can get a little bit smoky over here on the end. Again, really nice quality, very blendable, very easy to work with. Really good price point, really good quality with these, or with this one. I really like this. I have definitely put a dent in it, because this is one of those that I was reaching for the majority of spring, summer, when I just needed something that was pretty on my eyes and didn't want to have to think, and wanted to keep things like drugstore or just easy. This was the go-to palette. And again, it was there's a very beautiful kind of elevated quality to this palette. And I think it's gorgeous. It really is. And they have a couple more color stories. They have a couple more color stories from this range that I'm interested in. And they do have a more colorful one now as well. These are really good. These little tin pan guys from e.l.f. Don't sleep on them. They have some very basic, good go-to colorways as well. Similar to the Milani palette, but you're actually going to get a better deal with the e.l.f. one, because you're getting 10 pans versus the, 5 pan in the Milani. Where did I even put it? I don't know where I put it. 6 versus the 6 in here. You're going to get 10, and they come in for about the same price point. Packaging quality is a little bit better on the Milani, obviously, but, you know, if you're needing to build up a collection of some nice basic staple colors if you're trying to really round out your makeup collection for a really good price point and have nice quality, these are a really, really good place to start. You can get a variety of just nice matte shades that can go with virtually anything. And then they also sell little individual eyeshadows that are very sparkly. They have their liquid eyeshadows and their eyeshadow crayons as well. They can be kind of the star of the show, or some of these do have the beautiful shimmers in them. But they're a really good option for building up the makeup collection and having stuff to play with and experiment and see what colors work best on you and what you like. These are a good option for that. And you're not going to have to break the bank to do it and have good quality. That's not going to make you want to pull your hair out because it doesn't work very well. The Soft Glam Foundation, Satin Foundation from e.l.f. This is one of the most beautiful foundations at the drugstore. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It has very adjustable coverage level and adjustable finish. Depending on what you want out of this foundation, you can get it. You can get the longevity from it, which is not like crazy long wear marketed, but you can get longevity from this. You can make it more dewy depending on what kind of primer you pair with it. You can lean more into the satin creamy finish depending what products you pair with it. Or you can go full matte if you set it down with a really good mattifying powder. You've got so much versatility here. Coverage level, very adjustable. You can get nearly full coverage with this or a light sheer coverage. The shade range is massive. There's a shade for everyone. If you're exceptionally pale, they have got you covered. The shade matches in this line are amazing. This has been one of the most crowd-pleasing foundations that I have come across. Everyone that I've recommended it to has loved it. Between the shade range and the versatility of this foundation, it is a crowd pleaser. Everyone that I have recommended this to in person and talked to that has picked this up loves it. And it's just because you can do whatever it is you need, you can accomplish with this for such a wonderful price point, good ingredients. It is a really wonderful foundation, and yeah, easy to travel with, nice squeezy tube. You don't have to worry about glass or heavy stuff. It just it checks all the boxes for a foundation. It's great and looks beautiful throughout the day. What next from e.l.f? I have got just about all the lip liners that they have. They come out with these lip liners maybe about a year ago or so. They only carry maybe 4 in store, 4 or 5, depending where you shop. But if you look on Amazon, there's a whole range of these, and they're like $2. $2. Are they like the most top tier amazing lip liner in the world? No, but it kind of depends on what you look for in a lip liner. These are a little more creamy. They're not crazy long wearing lip liners, but they come in some beautiful shades. Very, very beautiful shades. And kind of unique shades. Like, look at this red. Like, it's a warm, vibrant, bright red. It's not the typical red you see very often. I like that it's lighter. There's a shade called Cinematic that is just one of my favorites. It's a gorgeous, warm, light cinnamon shade. So pretty. And you can get all the way to like a super chocolatey dark, almost blackened brown shade. So there's some amazing nudes in here, mauves, bare nudie type shades. They have got colors for everybody in here. And these with a gloss or one of their lip oils or lipsticks is just a wonderful combination. You're not going to get the insane longevity out of these that you get out of, say, like the Milani lip liners or the Revlon color. Oh, is it the Color Stay? No. Yeah. Lip liner. Those are exceptionally long wearing. These are more akin to like the ColourPop lip liners, if you're familiar with those, where they're a little more creamy. They're very blendable. I treat them more as kind of a hybrid lip liner lipstick type product. You can blend them really easily on the lips, and they look really pretty on. They're not going to migrate outside the lip line or anything like that. It's more of a longevity issue. But you can still get a crisp, clean line with these. And yeah, there's so many shades. They have a purple shade. There's more shades than this online. But yeah, for $2, these are wonderful. And yeah, I find myself reaching for these so much since I've gotten my hands on them. because there is a shade that goes with almost every lipstick I own. And yet the price point is just chef's kiss. Something that is beautiful to pair with those lip liners is something like the lip oils from e.l.f., which is our next topic. This is our next product. This is the Glow Reviver Lip Oil, and I have it in the Glimmer finish here. They have got these in so many shades and so many different little finishes now. Just nice little square packaging, nothing too special there. It's very similar to the Neutrogena packaging, the Wet n Wild packaging. Basically the same packaging, just a different color top. You got the fat little doe foot in here. It's a really, really lovely formulation. This color is called Crystal Balla. It is super pretty. Is that correct? Crystal Balla? Crystal Baller. I feel like Fenty had something called that. Anyway, it's a really pretty color. It looks so good with the ethereal palette. It has a nice sheerness to it and just a gorgeous shine. Really, really exceptionally nice formulation on these. So yeah, these paired up with those e.l.f. lip liners, so nice. I think it's a really, really good lip oil option at the drugstore. There's a lot of good lip oil options at the drugstore. This is one of the more affordable-ish ones that I think is really nice and very pretty. It looks great on the lips. I'm going to do a whole video about lip oils from the drugstore. And I have a few high-end ones too. We need to do a lip oil video because there's so many. We need to talk about the differences in all of them because some of the differences are so subtle, but can make all the difference to somebody because it'll come down to like a fragrance or like a sensation on lips that may bother you. So I think we need to do a little deep dive into that because I think I've picked up a lip oil from almost every drugstore brand that has one. Anywho, this one is a really good option. It has a little bit of mintiness to it, I believe. And yeah, slight minty vanilla hint to it. Very similar to the Wet n Wild ones in that respect. But I like the Glimmer finish. I think it's very pretty on the lips. And yeah, they have quite a few shades of these now. And the Glimmer finish and then like the regular finish. Profusion. I picked up their little pumpkin spice collection. Because I don't know what came over me, but I just couldn't resist it. It was so dang cute. So dang cute. And yes, I want their Harry Potter stuff. I didn't get the dark art stuff around Halloween that came out. I don't know why I didn't get it, but I just didn't get it. I still want it. And now they got the Hogwarts Christmas collection. I love Harry Potter Christmas stuff. Ugh, I love it. Anyway, this collection is so nice. It's still available and Profusion runs sales. So if you shop from them online, they have sales. You can avoid full price and they also have discount codes and all kinds of stuff you can do to save some money on their website. So I have the little brush set. This is something I would definitely recommend getting from the collection is this brush set. Also, look how pretty. I love that color. Very pretty. Really exceptionally good quality here for the price. It is very good and it comes with a cute little bag. The bag's a little, whatever, kind of dinky, but still a cute little bag. The brushes are really nice. I like this angled brush and these two little brushes you can do your whole eye with. Very, very functional brushes and useful brushes. And they're so soft and so well made. A 10 out of 10 for the brushes here. The cheek products are the most disappointing in the collection. They are just kind of, don't love them. They look pretty, but in application, they are not the best thing in the world. For one thing, this one called Apple Swirl is being marketed as a blush, but it is just straight up highlighter. It is fully just a highlighter. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. But that is nothing but just glow, metallic glow. It's not a subtle glow either. It's a very metallic glow. There's not enough color in this to be, to me, considered a blush. That's a highlighter. That's a highlighter. Like, hello? Hello. That's like Becca circa 2014 Champagne Pop blinding highlighted to the heavens glow, too much. It's too much. In my opinion. It's overkill. So that's a bit disappointing, especially since that is marketed as a blush. In what universe? They do have one blush that is matte that is actually really pretty. It's an odd shade choice, but the formula is really good for the matte one. It's called Cinnamon Swirl, and it's a baked blush. But why is it baby pink for fall? It's an odd choice. However, it is beautiful on the skin. Really nice formula. Very, very pretty. It's a great formulation. It's just an odd shade. But for winter, I think this is going to be really, really nice. Nice kind of cold girl spring shade. It'll be great for that. Does Cinnamon Swirl make any sense for this color? No. No, it doesn't. I would have liked to have seen a little more of a terracotta take. Something a little bit more, terracotta, muted, rusty rose type of color. That would have been perfection in this formulation, but it's pretty. It's pretty on the cheeks. It's just an odd color. Now, the two highlighters are straight up just over the top glow. A bit much. They're a bit much. Pumpkin Latte is a golden shade, which doesn't really work too great on my skin tone because it is very gold, like gold. Yeah, it can make a beautiful eyeshadow. Deeper skin tone might enjoy this more, but it is just very, very metallic. These look more like eyeshadows than they do highlighters. They're just a little too much. Chai Latte, I think, is the one I prefer out of all of them as far as shade goes, and with a extremely light hand, it can look really pretty. But I mean, the lightest of lightest hands, really sheared out, it can look great. But it is, you gotta be so delicate with these and careful, because next thing you know, you're gonna look like Tin Man. And if you had told me that 8 years ago, I would have been like, yes, paint my face in that highlighter. Maybe now, pushing 40, I don't feel that way about it anymore. So, there's that. Okay. The lip products in the collection are an absolute standout. They have 3 colorways you can go for. They're little lip kits. They 3 color options, and they each have a corresponding lip liner and lip balm that is very pigmented. I think the shades they chose are fairly unique and kind of nuanced and unexpected. As much of a dud as the cheek products are, the lip products are just chef's kiss good. The colors are phenomenal. The formulations are great. Price point, great. So we have the shade Cozy Chai. Now this has a matte finish on the outside, which makes you think it's going to be maybe a matte kind of lip product. There's more of that mousse formulation, but no, these are just a straight up glossy product. Very similar to like that Road Beauty type of thing. I think e.l.f.'s got some like this. Again, another trending, more, I would even say like the product in it is that unique. It's more the packaging that seems to be trending. I would have rather seen this in like a doe foot type of thing, just for ease of application, because I feel like this is just a messy way of applying product. It just seems to be a trending type of packaging style right now. So this one though is called Cozy Chai, just a beautiful cool tone type of mauve color, very smoky, very muted, but has a bit of depth to it. These are pretty, like very pretty. Big fan of all 3 of them. I have been using them quite a bit. The lip liners are, again, similar to the ColourPop lip liners. They're not as creamy as the e.l.f. ones. They have a little more longevity to them. They pair up with the lip balm really well. And they're really good. Like, really good. They're worth checking out for sure. So the Cozy Chai, we have more of a neutral kind of brown-ish color in Maple Sugar. That's going to be your most neutral, most low-key one of the three. And yeah, really pretty. They all have a bit of a coolness to them. Very pretty. Very, very pretty options. And then this one's really interesting. This one is called Spice Cider, and this is a dark wine color. It has warmth in it. It is not a cool tone, deep blackened cherry color. It is more of a warm burgundy shade. It has a Merlot color to it, and it is very, very beautiful. Now I'm wearing the lip liner today, but over top I have Black Cherry from Revlon, which is clearly, this isn't going to be way warmer than Black Cherry. Black Cherry is Black Cherry, but they work together fine. But I just to show you what the gloss looks like on the lips, this is the Spice Cider Gloss. And yeah, you're getting full pigment with these. They're not messing around. These are fully pigmented. And I like to take them like that and then apply them like this, a little easier. And they're very nourishing feeling on the lips. They're not sticky at all. Very comfortable. There's no flavor, there's no fragrance, there's no anything like that from any of the Profusion products. Now these are fragranced, except for the face spray. The setting spray has a bit of fragrance to it, but none of this has any sort of fragrance going on or irritant in it, to my knowledge. So yeah, the little lip kits, very, very nice. And probably the best thing in the collection and the biggest standout is the palette. This palette is wonderful. Really decent quality here. Like, this is nicer than like the ColourPop cardboard packaging. Like, this is good. This is really good. Very well done. Very cute design here with the retro look. It looks like a couch my dad had in his office when I was a kid. And yeah, love that. You've got a really nice mirror in here. That's actually a functional mirror that is good quality. And inside you have got some gorgeous, gorgeous shades going on. Vibrant greens, rich, exciting colors. These greens in here are just stunning. The metallics in here are so metallic. They are like the Nomad Cosmetics metallics. Like, they're up there. They are super silky and impressive quality on these metallics. The mattes are super blendable and pigmented. Everything is very easy to use, but impactful and beautiful. And yeah, I'm very, very impressed with the formulations in here. Every look I've done, I've loved. And this has been a palette I've been able to reach for kind of on a day-to-day-ish basis and create nice, kind of easy looks. I've used this for church multiple times. You know, obviously I'm not using like bright green, but go into these more neutral shades and create nice fall toasty looks. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful for that. This is a good year-round palette, even though it is kind of fall themed. I think the colors are gonna be fine for whatever time of year you want to use them, because they're just nice, warm shades. If you put this in another palette and called it like a safari palette or something like that, it would be just as pretty for year-round. So don't let the fall branding fool you. And the price point is outstanding for the quality you're getting here, amount of product. It is a great little palette, like shockingly good. And I like the color variety you have in here. I think it's really nice color options. It's a very classic fall color story, but it's also a color story that can carry you into winter and summer and year-round. It doesn't have to be just a fall palette. If you like these colors, it's a year-round palette. I'm someone who enjoys fall tones year-round. I like dark academia looking stuff. I like very moody colors and very warm, like these kind of colors. This is going to work for me year-round, and I love green. So I'm just going to swatch some of these shimmers for you so you can see how impressive they are. They are so silky. Like, they are just, there's a silkiness to them and such a beautiful glide. And they build beautifully. And you can really create some beautiful looks. Like, they have such a smooth feel. Like, how pretty is that? And they don't look chunky or anything like that. They're very pretty on the eye. The mattes are super silky and easy to work with. The pigmentation level on those is wonderful. Look at that green. Girl, look at that green. Look at these browns. Like, hello. Good palette. Good palette. This is a brand that you can have fun with and not feel kind of guilty about spending a lot of money on like some crazier shades or a bigger palette that's got like some rainbow stuff going on that maybe it's not something you're going to reach for very often, but you want to play and experiment. Profusion's a great place to look for that because you're going to get really good quality and a really good price point. And look, they run so many sales. And I bet you they're going to have a heck of a Black Friday sale. And yeah, they have a really cute collaboration stuff like the Harry Potter collab. I think they've done Casper, Jurassic Park. They have a lot of like really cute gothy themed stuff for Halloween they did for a few years. And like all their limited edition stuff, for the most part, you can get still on the website. Oh, the Snoopy stuff. The Peanuts stuff was so cute. I have the Christmas collection from that last year. And I love it so much. I can't wait to like whip it out again for Christmas because it feels right for Christmas time. Anyway, this is a palette that I don't think you'd be disappointed in if you picked it up. It's really phenomenal, phenomenal quality. The brushes, super impressive. The lip stuff, so good. Maybe just skip out on these. Maybe just don't. The Harvest Mist facial spray, it doesn't really smell like fall or anything special there. I thought it was going to smell like fall. That's the only reason I got it, because I'm not really that big in a setting spray, but it's just a basic setting spray. Nothing to write home about. It just is what it is. Yeah, so there's that. I'm fine either way on it. I'm going to use it because I have it, but I haven't noticed anything miraculous with it. Okay, was that a very rapid fire review? No, because I never am very rapid fire with any of these things. And we had a lot of products to talk about today. A lot more than usual. I usually kind of only stick to 10 at the most in one of these videos. Today we had like 10 plus. But I need to catch up a little bit because I haven't done one of these in a minute. And yeah, I was getting a little behind on products to tell you about. So these are going to be kind of, I tend to get these out like twice a month if I can, once a month for sure. But I test a lot of stuff. I do a lot of short form with random things. And sometimes I don't have the opportunity to really like tell you the full tea on something. So that's what these videos are really good for. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below on everything we talked about today. If any of this stuff you love, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know that too. That's okay. We can disagree. We're allowed to disagree. That's okay. It totally is. That's all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.